Have you ever walked into a room and completely forgotten why you went there? Inside your skull, this is what typically happens inside the body. A memory retrieval signal begins, but the electrical pathway loses efficiency before completing the circuit. The brain isn't broken. It's reacting. Or stared at a sentence 5 times and still didn't understand it? This is what typically happens inside the body. Language centers fire repeatedly, but synchronization between regions becomes slightly delayed. The brain keeps trying. It hasn't shut down. It's adjusting. That heavy, slow, cloudy feeling in your head? This is how the body responds when neural efficiency drops slightly. The brain reduces non-essential intensity. It conserves. It adapts. That sensation isn't failure. It's adjustment. Your brain depends on oxygen every second. This is what typically happens inside the body when circulation efficiency shifts. Oxygen delivery becomes slightly reduced. Not stopped. Not blocked. Just less abundant. The brain adjusts. Your brain runs on glucose. This is what typically happens inside the body when fuel delivery becomes less efficient. Neurons receive slightly less energy. They don't stop working. They slow non-essential activity. When you don't drink enough water, this is what typically happens inside the body. Blood volume can drop slightly. Circulation doesn't stop. But efficiency shifts. The brain receives a slightly altered supply. Electrical signals in your brain depend on energy and balance. This is what typically happens inside the body when supply shifts. Signals still fire. But timing changes. And that subtle slowdown feels like fog. When you sleep, your brain cleans itself. This is what typically happens inside the body. But if sleep is reduced, cleanup slows. Waste may linger temporarily. And the next day, thinking can feel cloudy. When you feel stressed, this is what typically happens inside the body. The adrenal glands release cortisol into the bloodstream. It's not random. It's a signal preparing your body for alertness. Cortisol travels through your blood to your brain. This is what typically happens inside the body during stress. The brain becomes more focused on immediate survival tasks. When stress lasts, this is what typically happens inside the body. The brain prioritizes threat detection. Energy shifts toward survival circuits. Deep thinking becomes secondary. This is how the body responds during prolonged stress. Executive processing slows. Not because your brain is failing. Because it is reallocating energy. This is what typically happens inside the body under stress. Blood flow prioritizes action. The brain shifts focus away from deep processing. And that shift can feel like fog. Energy supply changes first. This is what typically happens inside the body. Mitochondria produce slightly less ADP. The neuron adapts by conserving energy. It's not failure. It's adjustment. Blood flow adjusts next. This is how the body responds when supply and demand shift. Circulation continues, but efficiency changes. The brain adapts to match what it receives. Oxygen delivery shifts slightly. This is what typically happens inside the body when circulation changes. Neurons adjust their firing rate to match available oxygen. Neural efficiency drops slightly. This is how the body responds when multiple small shifts combine. Signals still travel. But timing changes. And that change feels like fog. So what's really happening? It's adjustment. Energy shifts. Blood flow adapts. Oxygen delivery changes. Stress hormones influence focus. Waste clearance varies. Neural timing recalibrates. None of this is dramatic. None of this is magical. This is what typically happens inside the body. So next time your mind feels cloudy, don't panic. Get curious. Because inside your skull, billions of cells are adjusting, shifting, recalculating. The fog isn't failure. It's feedback. This is how the body responds. The human body isn't just biology, it's engineered perfection. Subscribe to explore and uncover the science inside you.